Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space in my backyard. Today we're going to do just some urban homestead living things. I am at the current time figuring out what I'm going to do with all of these jalapenos. I've had some of these jalapenos well past the time that I'm supposed to have them. This bag is the oldest bag of jalapenos. They've been in my refrigerator in the crisper, but I don't think it has completely worked. But we're going to look through this bag and see what's left. I've had these, but I've already started chopping them. I've also gone ahead and chopped up my sweet peppers. I always freeze my sweet peppers at the current time because I do love to cook with sweet peppers. And so I basically just cut them up and I take the seeds out of them and put them in a freezer bag. I am thinking I'm going to ferment these jalapeno peppers and then I'll probably pickle a few as well. Let's open these and see what's going on in here. Oh yeah. Oh, gross. I've had them way too long. So there are some that are still good. But I'm only going to pick out the really good ones because when you're preserving them, you're really supposed to have the freshest. And actually, I'm not going to use these at all. So that's a part of being prepared. We have some other peppers here. These are hot and paprika. I'm going to put those in the dehydrator. So actually, I forgot there were peppers that were sitting on my table. That's one thing. I've had an abundance of peppers and those plants are still out there. And let me show you something. This is what I've been doing with my hot peppers. I've just been making like a seasoning with them. Can't get the top off. So that's what I've been doing with that. So basically I dehydrate it and then I put it through a herb grinder. These, I'm not gonna focus on getting the seeds out or anything. A lot of them have also started drying on my table. They're ahead of the game. But things like this, I'm not gonna keep. I'm going to give it to the chickens. I probably could cut off the good part, but I'm not gonna do that. Already started drying. The dehydrator's up there. So these peppers, which are cayenne, I'm going to dry them whole. You can use them in dishes whole and it'll flavor the dish, but you don't, of course, want to eat the whole pepper. So that's what I'm gonna do with the cayennes. I'm not gonna cut them. Have a few green cayenne peppers because I made a mistake and broke off one of the branches. So that is what it is. That's a little tomato. I'll give that to the chickens. Everything else I'm going to have and put them in here. And I think honestly, there's a mix of some sweet peppers, but I couldn't tell which was which. And so I don't want to make that mistake and end up thinking I have a sweet pepper and I have a hot pepper. So if I think it's a hot pepper, or it could be a hot pepper, I'm just going to dehydrate it. I do leave the seeds in when I do this. I just cut it in half. I believe this is a Hungarian wax pepper. And I like to try to make them the same size when I cut them so that everything kind of dehydrates at the same rate. So that's what I'm doing today, is making sure I don't let my harvest go to waste. Well, that's one of the things I'm doing today. How do you preserve your peppers? I've heard of this cowboy candy thing that they do with jalapeno peppers. I've never tried it. I also probably shouldn't be eating it because from what I understand, it's sweet. And I am pre-diabetic. I don't really, if I'm honest, I try to keep it honest. I haven't really been paying attention to it as I should because when they first told me, I went so hard, like trying not to eat the things I shouldn't, and I was miserable. Like miserable to the point that I was crying. Like, what am I gonna eat? I'm hungry. And my doctor was like, well, you can add this and you can add that, like more protein. But I'm not a huge chicken eater. I love a good steak, but then they tell you to make sure you get a lean one of those. And I love the fat on a steak. So Anywho, I was asking about cowboy candy. Have you made it, and does it have to be super sweet? How do you make it? What's your... I know I could go Google it, but I'm sure somebody could give me some good tips down in the comments too. So leave me tips about cowboy candy. I have lots of jalapeno peppers left, and they will be coming ready sooner or later, and I'm gonna need to do something with those. Also, I saw, what's her name? Taquisha over on Our Freedom Song. You should go check out her channel. She's newer to garden, but I do like her channel. She made fire cider. Fire cider? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It is like oranges and things like that. Do you make fire cider? I know that's a good thing you can do with your peppers too. I had seen it before, but brought it back to the forefront of my memory when I saw her video from the other day. I took some time last night to go watch videos that I didn't get to see while we were gone. And aside from everything that I just mentioned, how do you preserve your peppers? What do you do to preserve your peppers? I'm gonna get to use those fermenting lids that somebody sent me, so I am excited about that. And I know I probably should have gloves on because some of these are hot, but I'm going to rinse my hands really well once I'm finished. Also, I'm not gonna grow so many hot peppers next year. We don't eat a lot of hot peppers. So I'm gonna grow a few plants. I don't have a lot of hot peppers this year, varieties, but I have a lot of plants. Like all these jalapenos. I don't think we ever needed that many jalapenos. So there you have it. And I think I have a link. I think I have a link to this dehydrator in the box below. So if you're looking into a dehydrator, I really like this dehydrator. The top has broken, but it still works. That's probably more me and my children not mishandling it. So I have to look up a fermenting recipe. Oh, duh. I have a whole canon book from Ball, which has a step-by-step on fermenting. You go? Bye. My kid's on his way to work. My oldest kid. My daughter's going to get her hair dyed blue today. I try not to, I guess, stifle the things that they want to do and things like that. Like my son has piercings and tattoos. He's 19, so he can do whatever he wants to. But yeah, my daughter's going to get her hair dyed blue today. We'll see how that works. I think I'm going to Google something. So it appears that fermenting peppers is not that hard. Well, getting it set up is not that hard. It appears I just need water and salt and peppers. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I have the fermenting weights right here. Someone sent me these too. Thank you. Basically, you would just drop the weight in there and it'll hold down the peppers. So I'm gonna rinse that weight off. So for the brine, which I looked up on my phone, not in this book, because the book is definitely telling me how to do, I guess, fermenting sauerkraut and kimchi. I don't like either of those. So it said online, 1 quart of water, and I have to look at the salt. I think it was 2 something salt. Sorry. 1 quart of water. Gonna go ahead and put the jalapenos in the jar. I think I have enough to make a big jar. I'm interested to know if fermented jalapeno peppers taste better than canned jalapeno peppers, because I've done canned with the vinegar and stuff, but I wonder if it tastes better with their own. Oh, just enough. Wonderful. So you don't have to have a lot to make a nice sized jar. Okay, so you need 2.5 tablespoons of salt. I'm gonna use the canning and pickling salt. 1, 2. And then we're gonna put this on the stove, let it warm up, let the salt dissolve, and then we're gonna let it cool down before we pour it over top of the jalapeno peppers, but we're going outside. So someone asked me to show them how I cover my plants with the PVC. I'm gonna do that really quick at the end of this video because I said I was going to try to work it into the video today. And so I will. I'm gonna grab a PVC pipe and I'm gonna show you what I do. All right, so that's my PVC pipe. It is, I wanna say, yes. It's a 3/4. That's the width of it. So that's essentially the size of the hole is 3/4. This is conduit. It's electrical conduit that I cut with a metal cutter, and I will show you that too if I can find it. Just like this little tool and you turn it around the conduit. And so these are cut at 2 feet. They come in 10 feet and I cut them down to 2 feet, and then I just put them down into the ground. And so every year when it starts to get cold, I cover my garden. And so it's very simple. Once you get the pieces cut, you just want to slip this over top of it, and the conduit is, I believe, a 1/2 inch. So you slip it down, slowly bend this down, because if you bend it too quickly, you're gonna have a point in the middle. It still will work, but you want to slowly bend it and then slide it down. And so I just put those all the way down the bed, and then I put the plastic over top of it. I use these clamps at each end to clamp the plastic on like that, and then I will use bricks to hold the plastic down on the end. I don't know that I'm gonna do this year because so many people commented on my video, I wanna say last week, and they were like they were in 7A, 7B, some in Virginia. They said they do not cover their plants. So if these plants get to a good size and they are healthy before, you know, the cold air gets here, I'm definitely gonna give it a try, because it is less work if I don't cover these plants. So I hope that part was helpful. I'm definitely not gonna do the whole bed. I barely wanted to go in the shade, but I got it so that I could show you that. I hope it was helpful. And also, I guess I'll show you how to take it down. The one thing I will tell you is do not pull it up quickly because it will fly back on you. I'm a small person, and I've had a few times where it kind of knocked me off my balance. So you just pull it up quickly, but hold not quickly. Pull it up slowly, hold the other side, and just kind of slide it up. Once it comes from over it, it's gonna kick out a little bit. See that? And then just slide it off. So very easy to install and to take down. And as far as the plastic, I use the plastic that they use for like building. It is 6 mil plastic. I believe I found it in the construction area of Lowe's, and you can cut it to the size that you need. So if you want to cover, that's how I do it. It's really simple, really easy, put up, take down, all of that. Hey, so coming to end the video, I am still in the city getting my daughter's hair done. And so we've been here since 2 o'clock. It's almost 6. Not that they haven't been working hard and stuff, but it is such a process apparently to get your hair colored. I've never gotten my hair colored, not at a salon anyway, I don't know, I don't remember anyway. I'm ending the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not the video that I had hoped for. I kind of pieced 2 videos together, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at Miss MS Asia Spratly, where I post about the things going on in the garden every day. Also, I will drop a picture of this new dew that has taken up 4 hours of my life so far. Bye, y'all.